Hi guys, welcome to Crypto Be 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. Like I told you 2 days ago or 3 days ago, if you've been watching the show, I told you do not panic. I even tweeted it. You see, please don't panic. It's a buy now and we might hit 112k, or worst case scenario we're gonna hit 107 to 109 before another downturn. And if you look at what is happening now, we hit the 17 before we saw the dump yesterday, but the market is recovering right now. And since we're seeing the recovering, we might continue to go up and possibly hit that 112,000 that I tweeted about. But all right, welcome to the show this morning again. We have a lot to talk about, and we're going to take a look at some news that are making waves on the radar. As you all know, I'm still your humble host, Ahmed Oladimiji Kazim, aka KC the Great, and thanks for joining me once again this morning. So what is going on? What do we need to do? Like I said, if you're a spot trader, you're an investor, you do not need to panic. You see, we had an engulfing candle yesterday, but one thing you must understand, that this candle that we had an engulfing candle yesterday did not break itself this morning. So since we didn't break below that 102 with that engulfing candle, I think we are still safe with Bitcoin. But what is going to happen? Is it going to be a meltdown, or we're going to have another opportunity for BTC to rise to the top? Those are what we're going to be looking at on the show this morning. And if you look at the news, you'll find out that we're getting some positive news coming out of the radar, and I feel like we can, what will I call it, capitalize on that if there will be an opportunity or it's going to be a market meltdown. Thank God we have the US government shutdown being called off, and we're waiting for the CPI to come up. Also, we'll be waiting for the interest rate. I think we're still going to have one or two more interest rates coming up this year. So maybe those stuff will bring a positive energy to the cryptocurrency market cap. But for now, let's just continue, making or following the rallying from where we are now to maybe we're going to see another entry for us to get out of the market. But don't let us waste our time. We're still going to check the chart shortly. Let's take a look at the news that are making waves first of all. And if you look at this, you see cryptocurrency market experiences an intense selling pressure as Bitcoin tumbles. That was yesterday. You understand? That was yesterday after we hit 107,500 thereabout. The market dropped down to 102, and I saw a lot of people tweeting and saying a lot of things, and I dropped that tweet a day before yesterday to let you guys know that the market is a buy now. We do not need to panic. If only we break below 102, yes, that will give us a kind of concern to say that, okay, we have an engulfing and we're breaking below the engulfing candle. But anything above the end of the price as of yesterday, I think we are safe. And if you still look at another news, you'll see that we are now having ETF modest inflow when it comes to Bitcoin, and Solana is still having a lot of them. So you can see the inflow is coming in gradually back into Bitcoin ETF. And one thing I've been telling you guys for a week, a month or so now is ETF is the one controlling the narrative this bull run. So this is not the best time to even say we want to sell, because we can see we are now seeing modest inflow of ETFs coming into the Bitcoin ETF. So that should give us another green light that the possibility of this market moving up back will be there, and maybe we're going to hit 112 or 116, or probably we're going to break this structure and create a new all-time high or go back to the board. We just need to stick to the chart or whatever the chart is telling us. So I think we need to hold on to our position and see how today is going to turn around. And another news on the radar, and this is good news. I'm not going to lie, this is good news. We are going to see the first US spot XRP ETF, and that could go live on Thursday. I'm not going to lie to you. Ripple as a company, they've been doing a lot. We all know that they've been doing a lot, but nothing has been working out for them. Maybe with this XRP ETF now, a lot of people will now be able to join the bandwagon, even though most of the cryptocurrency community do not want to buy the idea of what? Of the ETF. So I think that's going to be a great thing. But remember, we've seen Solana ETF, Dogecoin, ADA, but nothing really happens to the market. So I don't know if this will be an exception, because we saw the way what is it called? We saw the way Ripple has been pushing so hard. You understand? Ripple has been pushing so hard to be part of this great ETF space. And let's see what will happen after they have the ETF approved and go live on Thursday. Maybe that will what? Skyrocket the altcoin season, because if XRP should do well, I bet it other altcoins will join, because everybody don't even rate XRP. So if they don't rate XRP and it's not performing exceptional well, I bet it other altcoins will follow. So let's see what happened on Thursday when we have the first US spot XRP ETF go live. That is great news for people that still believe in XRP. Like me, I do not in any project. What I do is I take a look at the chart. If the chart should show me opportunities to buy, I buy. If it shows me to sell, I sell. The narrative is still the same. It's to buy, make money, and get out of the market. You can't be holding a token for life. When do you want to cash out and use the money to better your own life or use it for something? So it has to be buy and selling. Or even though you're not buying and selling, you can't be watching a project going up and down, year in, year out, circle in, circle out. It does not make sense. But we're gonna see what will happen with XRP regarding that. Another good news coming out of the cryptocurrency space this morning is Ethereum anticipate $3,009 liquidity sweep as market sentiment improves. And if you look at ETH structure, even yesterday I told you guys ETH is a buy because we crossed above, no, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, we had the buy at 3,400. Then the market dropped down to around 3,386 yesterday, but didn't break our stop loss at 3,001. So the market is recovering now, and I believe maybe we're gonna push ahead to 4K or 4,002 there about. So the 3.9, I think it's possible. It's not something that cannot be done. So I feel we can take a look at that too on the chart analysis shortly, and take a look at some altcoins. You can see Dogecoin now nears make or break it zone as fresh Bitcoin slide pulls down majors by 5%. And if you look at Dogecoin yesterday, I told you please stay away from it. Why? Because no structure was broken and the market didn't even drop into the buying zone. And you can see it's been sluggishly moving, like, I don't know. So we need to stay away from that. I know one thing will happen. Either we're going to have a crypto meltdown, or we're going to have a great opportunity that will skyrocket the market to the upside. And one thing is going to happen is either we have the meltdown throw us into the bear market, or we break all this structure we've been seeing for how many weeks now? Since 13th of October, almost 1 month, because it's 12th of November today, 2025. So 13th of October is when the structure has been there, and we have not been able to break above it or even drop into the buying zone. So one thing is going to happen: if we break below the buying zone, we're going to see a massive dump, and that's going to create a crypto meltdown. And if we break above the structure and we have the price the price breaking above it comfortably, definitely that might shoot us to the upside, either break the all-time high, or that will be the beginning of all these meme tokens and altcoins. But one token that has been doing great is Trump token. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm even surprised why Trump token has been doing so well for like a week or so now. You can see Trump token eyes what, $8.5 breakout near 7.8 amid meme political momentum. And if you take a look at the Trump token yesterday, I still tell you it's a buy. I think I gave you the buy around $6. Yeah, you can see I told you can get in around $6. That was 27th of October. So it's been a couple of weeks, and since then it's been a buy and has not broken any structure. It has even went to around $10 thereabout before pulling back to where it is now, and it's still a buy. The only place I will be scared, or I will say we should leave the market, is if it should break 6.75. But we're still going to take a look at that on the chart analysis. Another great news coming out of crypto space this morning is JP Morgan sets sight on digital asset market with deposit token launch. I think that is really, I don't know what I'm going to call it, because if this kind of news is coming out, JP Morgan is now launching their own token. Are you guys still sure we're still going to have this 4-year cycle? Because maybe it's not going to just look like normal stock trading, what will I call it, commodities, forex, and all of that. Because if they're launching their own digital asset when all of us are thinking the bull run is coming to an end, I don't know, this might turn the whole game around. But this is great news coming out of that. JP Morgan set sight on digital asset market with deposit token launch, and I feel like a lot of people are going to jump on that and things will turn around. But remember, crypto or trading is not about what you hear, it's all about what happens in real time when it comes to the chart. So we're going to see what happens today when the New York session opens, and see how some of these tokens will react to all the news we have on the radar. So that's what I have for you on the new segment on the show this morning. If you've not subscribed to the channel and you're still watching, please subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can always get notified when we come live or drop any video. All right, let's take a look at what the market is looking like. We saw yesterday we're gaining some billions of dollars into the cryptocurrency market cap, but let's see what's happening this morning. And if you look at it, you can see we dropped a little bit. Yes, and why did we drop? It was because of the sell-off we saw yesterday, that Bitcoin tanked from 107 to 102,000 US dollars. But like I told you, that was just a pullback, and you can see it's already recovering this morning already. It's trading close to 105, and I believe by the time New York session open, probably we're going to see push ahead more, and throughout this week we might push to 112 or 100, and yeah, I think the next target should be 112, because the 107 I called has already happened. You can see the market hit 107,500, so we have the pullback. Now I'm expecting it to push up to close this 112 thereabout. Then from then we're going to see the news that will come out of the event, the economic calendar. Then we'll see if we're going to tank or not. So the cryptocurrency market cap is at 3.6 trillion US dollars right now, and with about 158 billion trading volume in the last 24 hours. That's not bad. We can see Zcash is still trending. I told you guys, please stay away from Zcash. We're going to take a look at the chart if you need to get in, but stay away from Zcash for now. So Zcash is still trending, Avicii is trending, and you can see the top gainers right here: Surge, Uni AI. Talking about Uni AI, we saw Ato A's bought a lot of Uniswap token. That is impressive. And I don't know, maybe altcoin season is coming. And you know one thing with altcoin season, we can have altcoin season for just a month or 2 months and it will be done. You understand? So I don't know what is really going on with them now accumulating a lot of altcoins this period, but the chart will tell us what we need to do. Let's quickly take a look at the top 10 cryptocurrency and see what is going on in that space. And you can see for the first time we're now seeing all this graph looking green. You can see all of them are looking so nice. It's all green, and that shows the confidence is coming back into the space, and buyers are slowly but surely coming into the space as well. And you can see BTC is still sitting at number 1, Ethereum at number 2, Theta at number 3, XRP number 4, BNB at number 5, Solana at number 6, USDC at number 7, Lido Stake number 8, Tron maintaining number 9, and Dogecoin, the only meme coin in top 10, is still sitting at top 10. Cardona, Hyperliquid, and the rest are below top 10. In case you want to know where your project sits on the cryptocurrency market ranking, you might want to check that out on CoinGecko.com. All right, let's really check the event of the day to see maybe we'll start getting some good news or good data out of the economic calendar. We know yesterday nothing really happened because there was bank holiday in the United States, but today nothing as well. No holiday, but no important news whatsoever across the continent. You can see in Asia, in Europe, in North America, and other parts of the world, no good news coming out today. So I feel like the market might just continue trading in a structured form, and maybe we're going to see what will happen tomorrow with the economic calendar. So that's that regarding the event of the day and the cryptocurrency market cap. Let's now dive into the chart analysis fully. Like I said earlier on the show, BTC is still a buy. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research and trade with the money you can afford to lose. So BTC is still a buy, and our stop loss to remain at 99,000 or below that. Remember, this is for spot traders and investors. If you're interested in trading futures, perpetual trading, derivatives, options, you need to join my Telegram channel where you get signals and some educational content for free. The links are down in the description, and the challenge is on as well, and I've been updating the X account and the Telegram account. If you want to join the challenge as well, you might check, the link is down in the description. So BTC is still a buy. I feel like we're still going to see this buy continue to pull up maybe to 112 or create another double top at 116. But the main thing I believe it should happen, the market will push to around 112, and if that is not going to happen, we're going to look for what's it called, a kicker, or we're going to see a structure being validated for us to leave the market. But for now, I think it's time for us to relax and just lock in, as BTC is still a buy as of now. All right, let's take a look at altcoins, and we're going to start with ETH. ETH also, it's a buy. We got a buying opportunity yesterday at 3,400, and no, not yesterday, I think the day before yesterday. Yesterday the market tanked a little bit at 3,400. So Ethereum is still a buy. You can still hold on to it. Let's take a look at Link. Link is not a buy yet. You can see it's still in green. Stay away from that. Let's take a look at AAVE, not a buy as well. Please stay away from that. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana dropped into the buying zone, I told you guys. So Solana is still a buy until it breaks below 145. Yeah, that is when we can say we'll get out of it. Solana is still a buy, drop into the buying zone, so we need to take advantage of that. BNB too is inside the buying zone, is still a buy. The stop loss or where we need to sell will be around 850. Let's take a look at LTC, Litecoin now gave us a buy to 2-3 days ago. I told you you can jump on here, and you can see it's still a buy. Let's take a look at Sui. Sui is not a buy, stay away from it. Let's take a look at AVAX, not a buy, stay away from it. ADA, not a buy, stay away from it. XRP, not a buy yet, even though it gives us a good structure for the buy, but you can see this buy are just inside the major structure, and I don't like to trade the minor structure. So XRP, just let us wait till they break above the structure or drop down into the buying zone. So XRP is not a buy yet, stay away from it. Let's take a look at Toncoin. Toncoin as well is not a buy, please stay away from it. Let's take a look at SDEX. SDEX might want to be a buy, but we need confirmation. You can see I put the yellow line there. Why? Because it has given us a structure and is breaking above it, but no confirmation yet. Probably we're gonna have confirmation tomorrow if this green candle finish as green today. But for now, let's just be patient. Yes, we have the structure, but we need confirmation. So SDEX, we are waiting for confirmation. And Pump Fund is still a buy. I gave you the buy the day before yesterday at 0.004, and Pump Fund is still a buy. Our stop loss is still at 0.0036, and you can see it's still at our entry point. So Pump Fund, you can still hold on to it. If you're in already, it's still a buy. Let's take a look at Ondo. Ondo is not a buy, please. You can stay away from Ondo. Zcash, I told you guys is not a buy. You can see since the day I told you guys not a buy, it's just been falling. You know, it's really crazy how perfect and accurate that was, so I'm really impressed with that. So Zcash, stay away from that. So that's what I have for you regarding altcoins. If you have any token you want me to take a look at, you might want to drop it in the comment section or DM me so I can add it to the list and we'll discuss about that. All right, let's take a look at some meme tokens to see what they are up to. And if you look at this, we're going to start with what? We're going to start with Dogecoin. Yes, good news with Dogecoin, but Dogecoin is not still a buy yet. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu as well is not a buy. Let's take a look at Pepe. Pepe is not a buy. Let's take a look at Popcat. Popcat is about to break above. Yeah, Popcat is getting ready to break above our buying zone, but let's see if this drop down really push down to, no, you see it didn't drop down to buying zone. Our buying zone will be at 0.085, so we'll just wait for it to break above 0.18 to have that confirmation that the buy stands. So let's just wait for that structure to break above 0.16 thereabout, then we can have a buy. Trump coin, you all know Trump coin is a buy. I gave you this scenes and it's still a buy. If you're still holding on to it, it's still a buy. Our stop loss is at 6.5 thereabout. We needed to break it and have confirmation before we can close our trade. Millennial coin yesterday shot up, but the problem is you only break the structure, but we didn't break above that same structure. So what did I tell you? I said don't buy yet, or if you know you don't mind if it's dropping after you buy, that is fine, but the perfect place to enter will be at 0.117 for millennial token. But it's looking great with that massive pump. We saw more than 100% gain, and that is crazy. Notcoin is not a buy yet. Please and please stay away from Notcoin. Deep, the same thing, stay away from Deep. No, Deep is a buy, excuse me. You can see it drop into the buying zone, and from then it's been a buy. Let's take a look at X. X is not a buy. X is not a buy. We had a structure broken but no confirmation. So let me put a yellow line there. Yeah, right there. Let me turn it to yellow. So we know that, yes, it's a buy, but we need confirmation or let it drop into the buying zone. Swam has been doing well for a couple of weeks. So Swam is still a buy. Our stop loss still remain at the same spot, 0.0128. So basically all the buys we got like 3 weeks ago, they are still maintaining the buying position. So we need to stick to that. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you trade with the money you can afford to lose, and make sure you do your own research. All right, guys, that is what I have for you on the chart analysis this morning. But let me give you the bonus one, which is what? The gold. And what did I tell you about gold yesterday? I said gold is a buy, but we need a week to finish and break above it. So if we break above 4,147 today, it will confirm the buy completely, but the buy is around 4,041. But because the daily candle finish with a flat, we have a Marubozu candle there, and once we have it, I always like us to have a week finishing above it. Then we break above that, then we can seal that entry and know that our stop loss will be around 3,900. So that's that and the upgrade about gold. BTC is still trading at 104,500 right now, and it's still buy. But we can't end the show without checking what the sentiment looks like. Let's take a look at what the fear and greed index is looking like this morning. I believe we should have moved away from fear or extreme fear, so maybe it's going to be around fear or neutral thereabout. But let's take a look at it, and you can see, wow, this is crazy. It's even down to extreme fear again. You can see yesterday was fear, last week was extreme fear, last month was fear, but right now we've been pushed down back to extreme fear, and I think is now tallying with the accumulation we've seen, because when the market drops to extreme fear, that is when a lot of people start accumulating and DCAing, doing the dollar cost averaging before the market start moving up. So that it is the fear and greed index is sitting at extreme fear this morning. So let's see how the whole thing is going to turn out before the end of the day. All right, if you're still watching the show, thanks for tuning in. And it's the Crypto Bean 101, that's the name of the channel. Subscribe, like, and share. And the show is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, and this is the only place where we trade it and we do not gamble it. If you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can always get notified when I drop video. All right, that's what I have for you on the show this morning. You can follow me on X as well, on Facebook, on TikTok, and on Instagram to get some nugget that I have for you on this great channel. My name still remains the same. I'm Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim, aka KC the Great, and I'll catch you tomorrow morning again on this wonderful show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show. And this is the only place where we trade it and we do not gamble. So until I see you tomorrow, please stay out of trouble. Trade well. Remember, it's not how many trades you take, but how much profit you make. Until I catch you tomorrow, it's peace out.